Hey guys, what's up? I'm here today with the absolute easiest way to open a stuck tube of paint and the easiest way to open some kinds of medium jars and stuff like that that may be stuck. So don't worry about getting out hot or boiling water or soaking things, and put away your pliers, put away your wrenches, because I have got the easiest way for you to accomplish this. A lot of times it doesn't even take having a messy tube of paint or even leaving it closed for a very long time to make it difficult to open. I know, for example, that no matter how clean I keep my phthalo turquoise or how often I use it, it just seems to be glued shut every time I come back to it. I don't have the greatest grip strength in the world, so for me it's a little bit of a challenge to really squeeze on a wrench or something like that to open my tube of paint. And also, when I have used some pliers and stuff like that in the past, it's actually put a gouge in my lid on the paint or flattened out the grooves, and that just makes it even more difficult to open in the future. So what I have discovered is that using a faucet wrench is the best. Now, somebody once told me that this is overkill. I don't understand that concept. I don't understand if I just made it too easy to open the paint or what, but this is what I do. I've got a faucet wrench in here in my studio. I've got one out in the section of my studio where my students work. I've got another one at home. I don't leave home without it. So what you're looking for in a faucet wrench, it comes with this long handle that may or may not be necessary. Definitely this part here is not necessary for us, but it can help you to kind of get some more torque. And then there's this end, which has kind of this hook thing that you can move around. And there are teeth on the inside of the hook thing. These teeth are angled, and I find that really helpful because it helps to really grab into the grooves as you're turning. So if it's not working for you, make sure that the teeth are facing the correct direction, because that can make it impossible if they're facing the wrong direction. Also, make sure when you're looking for your own faucet wrench that you have teeth on both the flat part down here and on that hook that goes over the top. Otherwise, it might not really grab onto your tube of paint. So let's go ahead and give it a try. I'll show you how it works. Here's my tube of phthalo turquoise, and basically we want to put this over the top, grab the lid, and then turn. So there we go. Even with larger tubes, this can accommodate that and open it super easily. Now let's try it with one of these Williamsburg tubes of paint. These are a little different because they're more like an octagon. They don't really have grooves in the side, but I find it works just fine. Now, how about something like this? This is a really big lid, so it's much larger than this other lid that we did on that yellow tube of paint. So something like this, you can kind of get it in there, but it's really not hitting the part with the teeth on it. So I do find on these larger lids that I do need to apply some pressure, but then it does work and it does turn pretty well. Okay, now I wanted to mention that there are a few other things that you can use this on as well. I have opened all kinds of stuff with my faucet wrench. Of course, it doesn't really help on child-proof things, but stuff like this, some PVA size, if something like that gets stuck, or an adhesive or something like that, once again, you just put it over the top, give it a turn, and it helps. And I find things like this, especially like my walnut alkyd medium, because it just dries so quickly. It gets really sticky and gummy and, really, really difficult to open there. If that gets stuck, Once again, you can open it pretty easily with this thing. Okay, so that's it, guys. I find this thing indispensable. If you have difficulty opening paint tube lids, you're tired of trying with the pliers, give this a shot. You can usually find one of these faucet wrenches for like 12 or 15 bucks, and it's gonna last you forever. So I highly recommend it. Let me know if you try this in the comments below, and I'll see you again soon.